Once upon a time, in a land far away, there was a brave little boy named Tim. Tim lived in a small village nestled in the heart of a great forest. The village was surrounded by tall trees and green fields, and Tim loved nothing more than to explore the wilds around him. One night, Tim was getting ready for bed when he heard a loud noise coming from the forest. It sounded like a bear growling. Tim's parents tried to calm him down and told him it was probably just the wind, but Tim knew better. He put on his boots, grabbed a lantern, and set out to investigate. As he made his way deeper into the forest, Tim noticed that the trees seemed to grow closer together and the shadows grew darker. He felt a shiver run down his spine, but he continued on. Suddenly, he heard a loud roar that echoed through the trees. It was definitely not the wind. Tim knew he had to be brave. He followed the sound until he came across a small clearing. In the middle of the clearing stood a great brown bear, its eyes glowing in the darkness. Tim's heart raced, but he stood his ground. The bear took a step towards him, its giant paws thudding on the ground. Tim shone his lantern at the bear, and the light seemed to confuse it. The bear paused for a moment, and Tim took the opportunity to run back towards the village. But the bear wasn't giving up so easily. It charged after Tim, its great body shaking the ground with each step. Tim could feel the hot breath of the bear on his heels, but he didn't give up. He ran faster than he ever had before, and eventually he made it back to the safety of the village. The villagers were amazed at Tim's bravery. They had never seen anyone stand up to a bear before. They praised him and called him a hero. From that day on, Tim was known as the bravest boy in the village, and people came from all over to hear his story. And every night before bed, Tim would look out at the great forest and smile, knowing that he was a brave little boy who wasn't afraid of anything.